All right, let's look at the homework 7.9, problem number 8. All right, so we want to find the average value of this given function e to the x plus y over the triangular region with vertices 0, 0, 0, 9, 9, 9. All right, so let's do that. All right, so let's sketch the region. Let's see, so 0, 0 is right here. All right, and the 0, 9, so I'll probably just put 9 over here, and 0, 9, so I'm gonna be right there. All right, and a 9, 9, so it's going to be, let's see, I'm gonna put the 9 here, and 9's there, so 9, 9, so the third vertex would be right there. All right, then we can just form a triangle. So I'm going to just connect them all together. So here and here and here. All right. So this is the region right here. All right, so the equation is fairly easy to come up here. So the slope is obviously 9 over 9, so it's 1, and the y-intercept is 0. So this is just y equals x is the equation of the line, and this top one is y equals 9. Right? So let's find the area. I mean, it's a triangular region, so we can use the geometric formula. But just for practice, let's set up an integral. So you have area A is going to be, so it's going to be a double integral. All right, so I'm going to do with respect to, say, maybe with respect to y first. And with respect to x. All right. So we have, so looks like a y is going to start from y equals x to 9, right? So you fix the x value right here. And then you can see that it's going to start from here to there. All right, so that covers x to 9. Then you're going to have to start from, so we're going to have to swipe the whole region. So start from x equals 0. So x equals 0. And then you have, so as you increase the x value, so you cover that, and keep on going, and cover that, and all the way to x equals 9. So we have that, right? So we can just evaluate it. So leave the outer integral for now. Antiderivative of 1 with respect to y would be y. So you're going from x to 9 with respect to x, right? Then we plug in 9, so it's going to be 9 minus plug in x. And we want to integrate it from 0 to 9, so dx. All right, so this is going to give you antiderivative of 9 is 9x. Antiderivative of negative x is negative x squared over 2. And then you're going from 0 to 9. All right, if you plug in 9, 9 times 9, so 81, minus 9 squared over 2, so 81 over 2. And if you plug in 0, so I'm not going to, it's all 0, so I'm not going to, type it in. But here, 81 minus 81 over 2 is 81 over 2. All right, so we have the area. All right, then we can just evaluate the integral. So you have integral would be double integral. And since we already have, done the lower limit and upper limit, so we can do exactly the same lower limit and upper limit. And the function is e to the x plus y. And you're going to do with respect to y first, and then with respect to x. All right, then we can just rewrite this guy right here as e to the x times e to the y, right? So since we're doing it with respect to y, x is just going to be a constant. So you can place this guy outside. So this is going to be integral from 0 to 9. Then we have e to the x is outside. Then you have antiderivative, just e to the y is going to be e to the y. And you're going from 0 x to 9 dx. Right? So this is going to give us integral from 0 to 9. Right, if you plug in 9, so you have e to the x, and plug in 9, so you have e to the 9, minus plug in x, e to the x. Right, then dx. All right, and then you can just distribute this e to the x to both of these guys. Right, so we have integral from 0 to 9, right? You have e to the 9 times e to the x minus e to the x times e to the x, so e to the 2x dx, right? Then I'm going to actually go over here so we have more room, right? So antiderivative e to the 9 e to the x is e to the 9 times e to the x, right? Minus antiderivative e to the 2x is e to the 2x over 2, right? Then you're going from 0 to 9, right? So you plug in 9, so you have e to the 9 times e to the 9 is e to the 18, right? And then plug in 9 here, minus e to the 18 over 2, right? And minus, if you plug in 0, e to the 0 is 1, so you have e to the 9. And e to the 0 is 1, so minus 1/2. Right? So this is going to be, all right, so you have, if you combine those, you have e to the 18 over 2 minus e to the 9 plus 1/2. Right? Then we just want to find the average. So the average is going to be, all right, so we take this guy, divide by 81 over 2. We can probably simply multiply by reciprocal. So you have a 2 over 81. And then you have e to the 18 over 2 minus e to the 9 plus 1/2. Right? Since there are lots of 2 there, so I'm going to just distribute just 2 to all 3 terms. So we can get 1 over 81, but we're going to have multiplied by 2, so it's e to the 18 multiplied by 2, so minus 2 e to the 9 and plus 1. All right, so let's type it in. All right, so we have, well, actually, we can't type it in, so I'm going to just look at the key. All right, so answer is 1 over 81 quantity e to the 9 minus 1 squared. And as you can see, this is actually equivalent because we can complete the square. So this is going to be e to the 18 is e to the 9 squared minus 2 times e to the 9 times 1 plus 1 squared. So it's going to be minus 1 squared. Yeah, if you multiply out, you get exactly the same thing. All right, so therefore, we got the same answer. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.